Folks, today we're here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we're going to do a drive-through town. We're going to see what's new, what's going on, and what's changing. Dawn, are you ready?
Ready.
Let's do this. Today is March the 12th. We're only 2 days away from Dollywood opening. And there's nothing quite like the Great Smoky Mountains. And spring is on its way. And River's Edge RV Park has been here for a long time, for over 50 years. And so we're going to start our adventure today here at the Spur, the end of Pigeon Forge, or maybe the beginning if you're coming from Gatlinburg. The newest racing mountain coaster. So it's going to be a dual mountain coaster where you'll be able to race your mom, your grandma, maybe, anybody. And they're coming along on it pretty good. As you can see, they have a crane out here today. And this used to be a zip lining attraction. Used to look like a globe or a spear, but they've torn that down, and they're coming along on that. I would say this is going to be summer-ish before they get this up and running, because it looks like they have a whole section there they just started working on. But there's a lot coming to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Of course, the other day we did a video on Gatlinburg. We did a walkthrough. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Yes, it is. It's a great day. We'll be doing some walk-in. We'll also be driving down the Parkway. Pigeon Forge a little more spread out, so you can't. I guess you could walk from end to end, but it would be one heck of a walk. And they have the Smokies Pancake Cabin, and they have a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup pancake in there. It's a lot. It is a lot. Country Inn and Suites. And then you have Wild Bear Inn across the street. The Wild Bear Tavern. We did do a review. It's a German brew house. It's got German style food in there. And we've stayed in the Wild Bear Inn. Back then it was the Roadway. Back when Dawn and I first started dating. The one thing's for sure, the Parkway has changed a lot over the years. All the pilots in the area became Casey's, and the Bull Jangos is no longer there. It's been out for quite a while. And then they have Ripley's Super Fun Zone. Very cool. They got a carousel, some go-karts, some kiddie rides. Mostly this is for younger adults, kids, little arcade. And right now they have a deal going on. All-day fun for $20. So I'm assuming you can ride all the rides here for $20. If that continues throughout the summer, this might be one of the better deals here in the Smokies. Yeah, it looks like they took out one of the rides there. Anyways. A must stop is Krispy Kreme, especially when they have their hot donut sign on. They don't have it at the moment. The Smoky Mountain Pancake House, we've ate there once before. Very, very delicious. Thomas Kincaid. Folks that have been coming to the Smoky Mountains might remember this as Duff's Smorgasbord, and that's what I remember it as. But now it's Captain Jim's Seafood. And you got the Latin store. There's a Mexican grill. You have the Waffle House. And the old Kentucky Fried Chicken has turned into a cookout. Now, we've eaten there once before. It's okay. There's a lot of choices, though, in the Smokies. Of course, there's a Little Caesars here on the Parkway. That used to be the former Krispy Kreme. We go to this Cracker Barrel quite a bit. Dollywood is celebrating 40 years this year. We're only 2 days away. And we'll be bringing you Dollywood here in 2025. The Long John Silver sign is still up, but the building has been gone for quite some time now. And Mount LeConte greets you here on the Parkway. Got lots of eateries, Texas Roadhouse, Denny's, Neo Japanese Grill. I do recommend that. Golden Corral, Corky's, Ribs and Barbecue. Dinosaurs are starting to become a thing. Of course, this little gift store is owned by the same folks that own Goats on a Roof. They own another store on the other end called Goats on the Roof. And they also own Fantasy Golf, which we'll take you down there shortly to show you, well, more dinosaurs. Nothing like a great big old shark. Great photo opportunity. A lot of gift shopping. Quite a bit to do on the Parkway here. It's already starting to get busy, I've noticed. A lot of folks already are starting to head into town for the weekend. Making an extra long weekend here. That's a little Riverside Towers. Got two Riverside hotels on this side. Well, hello, guys. You can. And we're here at the old mill. Great place to come and grab supper or lunch, even breakfast. And they're still working on the bridge here. We'll go up and get a closer look at it. So I was talking to one of the guys working on the bridge, and they said that they had run into some issues and they needed more time to correct them. It was supposed to be open by now, and it will be open soon, but they're gonna keep going at it until everything gets fixed. So there's no set time as of right now when it's supposed to reopen. All the stores, the old mill, this whole district is open. You do have to enter from the back side off of Teespring. Taking a little swim. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a trout dead center. A pretty good size one at that. I've even seen him catch bass out of here. He's just swimming away. Keeping clean. It's a nice day to take a bath, isn't it? Well, we can sit here all day and just watch these guys. Yeah, go upside down, right?
Yeah. Go back up.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a rainbow. So Speed Zone is going to be opening real soon. They're testing the track as we speak. And rumor is that it could even be open by this weekend. And yeah, this is all new. Of course, the old track they tore down, but it came back bigger and better. And this was all sauced up. It went out of business. It became the gift barn for, I don't know, a few months. That also went out. And it is sitting vacant. And this is a great area to get out and walk. There's lots of shopping, antique crafts. There's the Country Candy Kitchen. Great funnel cakes over there. Just a lot of great souvenirs. And one of the last remaining old school gift shops at Mountain Cove is still here. So you could park over at the old mill and walk out here, stretch the legs. And if you love catfish, nobody does it better in the Smoky Mountains than Huck Finn's. It's all you can eat. And if you don't like catfish, they have some really good fried chicken there as well. Very good eats over there. And they're family owned and operated since 1995. Smoky Mountain Fantasy Golf is one of the old school ones left here, and they're adding some new elements to it. Dinosaurs. They've had dinosaurs, but they've really added the dinosaurs. And they've added a huge T-Rex. I think they're animatronic. At least this guy here is. Oh, really, really cool. Over here off of Teespring is the new Scooby-Doo mini golf that's coming this summer. I don't see any indication of Scooby-Doo anywhere, but that's where it's gonna be. Right next to the Pigeon Forge Snow and right next to Flavor Town in the Mountain mile with the mountain monster. So Flavortown is a relaxing place for families to come. Looks like there's some folks playing cornhole over there. You got a Carhartt store, Pepper Palace, Cinnaholic, Wines, the Spice and Tea Exchange, Savannah Bee Company, Crumble Cookie. So they have all kinds of sweets here. They also have Sunnyland Farms. We got the Junction 35 Distillery, and on the end they have Azul Cantina. We have videos in our library where we visit a lot of these places. I think we need to come back and do a couple. Oh yeah, there's a... Yeah, it's not every day you see a pepper walking around, right? And that crazy mountain monster. So we have the new Gorilla Taco and the Compass Margaritaville. And located behind the Compass is the old remnants of the Tommy Bartlett water circus. You can see the grandstands over there. And this would have been flooded here, only with a couple feet of water, just enough for a boat and some skiers to go back and forth and do their stunts. But it's all growing up now with trees. And I've walked through there before but never filmed it for YouTube. And now that the Compass has opened, it's easy to see it from the back of the property here. It was only a few feet deep, not very deep. Now it's owned by a church. I don't think they use the grandstands here, but they have built a church and that up over there. Maybe they were thinking they would do some revivals or something one day, but never heard of any of that. But pretty cool. A little Pigeon Forge history still here. You can still see it. And the Compass looks pretty cool. It's kind of set up like the one in Gatlinburg. It's got a really nice pool over there. There's so much to do, so much to see here in the Smokies. Even King Kong's backside. It's been a minute since we've been to the Wood Grill Buffet. Kids eat free. The best time to hit it though is between like lunch and dinner, or breakfast and lunch, or first thing in the morning for breakfast. And so now we're over here at the old Smoky Mountain Opry building, and there's nothing going on here. Technically, it's still the same way as it was even a year ago. And you'll notice that there is a for sale sign, and we did look in on this piece of property, and it is for sale. So the one thing we know for sure is the Crayola and Nerf isn't going here, if it's still coming at all. Not to this location. And right here on the Parkway, right next to Sky Pirates of Mermaid Bay, one of the newest mini golfs in the Smokies, they are moving a house that's sat here forever, probably from the get-go. Most folks never even seen it because it was surrounded by these great big hotels. And it sat right next to the Riverbend Inn, the Grand Majestic Theater on the other side, Sunliner Diner, And yeah, they're moving it. I find it interesting they can just jack up a house like that and move it. I bet you the folks who built that house never knew one day that it would be jacked up and moved. That's a good thing they're doing that. They're saving a little piece of Pigeon Forge history. I don't know how old that house is, but they're moving it. Well, it's located right across the street from Feasters on Teester. Now they're going ham on it. They got a skid loader underneath it. And the company that's moving it is from Indiana. If you're looking to buy a zip line, and they have one for sale here at Lumberjack Square. But the Lumberjack show, the Paula Deen's Lumberjack show, is still going. It's just the zip line here is for sale. So maybe someone will buy that and make use of it. But they got some pretty cool shops in here. Got a soap factory, an arcade over here, the Yard Milkshake Bar, and they have the Pigeon Forge Cinemas, which has $5 shows, or at least last time I knew they had $5 shows. And the southern half of the Red Roof Mall is gone. Just a little pile of rebar there. And it's all gone. And this property is a prime piece. It's got beautiful views of the mountains all the way around. And the other side of the Red Roof Mall will remain. And they've taken out that bridge that went over the street here. And Little Dolly's will remain. All the businesses in the front will remain. It was just that top section that wasn't being used by really anybody.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise, they'll take you to see the countryside, driving all over Tennessee in their little yellow Jeep. You can come along wherever they go, all you gotta do is watch the show, so be sure you tune in. Don, would you do this again?